Chapter 761. I must confess, my understanding is a bit lacking here. Were there any among those the cavalry apprehended who were caught due to a misunderstanding? Who exactly are you referring to? Kishir laughed in a carefree manner as he responded. Recently, he had slowly been revealing his true nature and started using his concealed powers. However, only a few, either enemies who had directly witnessed this or allies who had fought alongside him, truly knew of his capabilities. Baron Jacob, unaware of the exact role Duke Paleta played in the cavalry's various accomplishments, smiled wryly. I heard that a few young nobles from Charloin were mistakenly arrested at an illegal fighting ring they had stumbled upon. Ah, is that so? Yes, I'm well acquainted with the parents and families of those young men. They all hail from long-standing noble houses in the south, people of duty. Ha! People of duty! And the youths whom I have observed since childhood are not the sort to cause such trouble. Ha! This infuriates me so much because this happens here too in real life. From what I have heard, their arrest was mainly a misunderstanding. A misunderstanding? It was long overdue for their freaking arrest. I will read that again. Yes, I'm well acquainted with the parents and families of these young men. They all hail from long-standing noble houses in the south, people of duty. And the youths whom I have observed since childhood are not the sort to cause such trouble. From what I have heard, their arrest was merely a misunderstanding. Baron Jacob lamented the unfortunate fate of these young nobles caught at an illegal fighting ring. Essentially, he argued that these nobles were just innocent victims, misled by the malicious criminal Nukijo and his gang, and it was unfair to treat them as criminals just because they were caught while fleeing. They were caught while fleeing? They freaking are regulars in that fighting ring. Okay, I know Kishir will handle it very smoothly, so calm down me. Since that day, these young men haven't even seen their families. The cavalry, citing a thorough investigation, hadn't allowed any visitors. Such harsh treatment seems overly severe for those already weakened in body and spirit by the chaos. I earnestly implore Duke Paleta to show compassion and release them. Kishir observed Baron Jacob's earnest demeanor, which seemed far more genuine than when he had offered apologies and promised cooperation to the cavalry. Such unfortunate souls, I had no idea. If what you say is true, it's only right to release them immediately. May I know their names? Certainly. Baron Jacob quickly listed several names, visibly relieved. After hearing them, Kishir hummed thoughtfully and turned to Yidar. Assistant? Yes. Bring me the visitor records of those arrested at the illegal fighting ring. Duke Paleta, visitor records? If your words hold true, these wronged individuals wouldn't normally frequent a gambling den, right? Fortunately, Nukijo meticulously recorded details of his frequent guests at his fighting ring. Names, visit frequencies, gambling wins and losses, even items pledged as collateral for debts. As Kishir continued with a slight tone, Baron Jacob's face involuntarily twitched, his muscles betraying his controlled exterior. He asked with a look of disbelief, Is there really such a record? I have never heard of such a thing. Oh, you didn't know? I instructed that this information be shared immediately with the Knights of Charloin when they come to assist in the investigation. Seems they haven't received it. It was an unexpected revelation. The Lord of Charloin had deliberately ignored all actions of the cavalry and hadn't cooperated in their investigations. Naturally, he wouldn't have known about Nukijo's secret ledger discovered by the cavalry. Yidar immediately moved to retrieve a copy of the secret ledger of Nukijo from his office, where it was being stored. This clandestine record, unearthed by the cavalry members based on the information provided by Sairagina, bore a closer resemblance to a book of nobles' transgressions kept by Nukijo in case he was caught someday. Upon seeing the enormous thickness of the document, Baron Jacob's face turned pale. How in the world did you come across such an item? Is this truly an authentic record? Baron, you are indeed meticulous. No need to worry. This ledger was discovered in a hidden safe within the fighting arena, revealed to us by one of Nukijo's subordinates. It's easy to verify as it contains the signatures and evidence of the guests involved in the gambling house, as well as the collateral items left in exchange for the lost money and the outstanding amount. But, Your Highness, just a moment. Assistant, I will call out the names. Make sure to check carefully. First, Eneksha of the Abkhazia family. Ignoring Baron Jacob's words, Kishir loudly called out the name. Yudhir quickly found the first name on the guest list. Eneksha Abkhazia. You visited Nukijo's gambling house 79 times. You left a handwritten note and seal promising to repay a debt of about 3,000 gold. 79 times. That's almost once or twice a week at the gambling house. Remarkable. Duke Paleta, Your Highness, there is a misunderstanding here. Second, Malone of O'Briena. Kishir, without losing his smile, called out the next name. You visited 132 times. Not just the second floor of the gambling house, but the first floor as well, sometimes twice a day. You left a swan craved earring as collateral. It seems that person wasn't tricked into coming. Third then, Coles of Salmaka. 32 visits with a debt of 4,000 and what is it? Your serious expression suggests some misunderstanding about that person. No, I was thinking about whether to read the part where I made a small protest because he did not show courtesy to the commander, which was added to the additional investigation part of the cavalry. I see. Not that person either. Then what about Joseph of Conquerremy? 231 visits. At that rate, it's like living at the gambling house rather than home. I would believe if you said that person lured others there. Next, Tashkin of Pantan, 58. Nigel of Azulik, 61. Indeed, they were all worthy of being Nukijo's top guests. Not a single one to be excluded. Each person's visit count and past deeds were previous gems in their own right. As Kishir called out the names, Yudhir would respond, and Yudhir's response would be followed by Kishir's seemingly regretful comments, after which he would call the next name. Their conversation flowed seamlessly, back and forth as if rehearsed. Listening to this, Baron Jacob's face turned bright red, then completely ashen. What is the situation? Just listening was enough to make one's head spin and breath short. Yet, Kishir continued to recite the long list of names without pause. Was this the same person who had laughed off, not remembering things like a carefree idler? Baron Jacob suddenly remembered the command he had received from Duke Herney before coming here. Go to the cavalry and apologize for our mistake. There is no need to grovel excessively, but show a sufficient politeness if necessary. Promise them our full cooperation going forward, and based on that, find out what they have in their possession. Especially remember, we must not let them continue to investigate the traitors of our house. It was true that cavalry had handled various matters, won over the hearts of Charloin people, and even discovered the traitors of the Herney family in the process. Left unaddressed, this would only expose the Herney family skeletons to those who had just stumbled upon them. Duke Herney seemed to have decided that he could no longer afford to lose more to the cavalry. Reluctantly, but loyal to Duke Herney, Baron Jacob followed the command. His only problem was that he had underestimated the opponent and let his personal greed get the better of him before fully achieving his objective. I spoke too soon without even checking what cards the cavalry held. How could I make such a foolish mistake? Well, arrogance kind of adds up to that. He shouted, biting his lip. Please, that's enough, Your Highness. We are not done yet. Didn't you say you came to find those who were wronged? I think that's enough. I understand now. What do you mean? Kishir asked, blinking his eyes. Baron Jacob had been somewhat excited to meet the notorious fool of the imperial family, famous for his handsome face, but seeing him make such expressions only sent shivers down his spine. I suppose I have been misled by listening only to close acquaintances. If there are those who deserve punishment, then they should certainly receive it. But there is no need to confirm anything beyond that. We are not finished yet. Please, I beg you, stop. That won't do, Baron. I made an effort to find the innocent ones, thinking that even though I caught them myself, my memory might have been wrong, and you're trying to end it with just one word that you were misled? But, truth be told, Baron Jacob never thought the nobles caught Nukijo's gambling house were innocent. Good and righteous, they were the fools who were famous even in Charloin's noble society. Still, he had hoped to gain favor by standing up for the nobles he knew and thought releasing the young nobles from the cavalry would earn their cooperation, a win-win situation. Suddenly, to be caught off guard and manipulated like this. Though unjust, he had no choice. Not only had he failed to achieve his goal, but he was also unable to follow Duke Herney's command. All Baron Jacob could do was sweat profusely. If Duke Paleta were to reveal his attempt of self-serving to Duke Herney, it would undoubtedly lead to unfavorable consequences. He had to prevent that at all costs. Absolutely not. I was wrong. My words were merely the result of my own stupidity, not in any way convergent from Duke Herney's intentions. Please retract your anger. I, Jacob, will do my utmost to assist the cavalry and your highness in all that you wish. So, Kishir, looking at Baron, smiled and lay back half in his chair, laughing like a clueless fool. All right, if you say so, I will believe you. Now, let's go over our discussion again. It seems we have a lot to talk about. Baron Jacob left, thoroughly shaken, after providing the full cooperation details to the cavalry. He left the traitors of the Herney family in their hands, fulfilling the very purpose he had set out to avoid.